we've still got a long way to go with the Everglades, and we'll never get it back like it was. But the 4.5 million people that live along the coast of Florida are absolutely dependent on the Everglades for their water supply. The Everglades are the water supply for 4.5 million people, and there's no other water supply. So everybody in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach had better hope that we can save the Everglades. People come to Florida because it's warm, the climate's warm, the natural resources are beautiful, pretty beaches, lots of beautiful vegetation. The Everglades, they come for the Everglades. And I suspect that in years to come, people are going to come to Brazil to visit the Pantanal.
That's right.
Florida's economy, its entire economy, is dependent on a clean environment because we're a tourist state. And if we don't protect the environment, then we can't grow. And if you can't grow, you can't pay for land and pay for environmental protection. I hope that the press that are here, and I hope that the people that are here understand what you have, and you still have the opportunity. I understand that there's a lot of poaching in the Pantanal, a lot of mining in the periphery of the watershed, a lot of land uses that may be causing a lot of problems. But you don't have the problems that Florida does, because we worked for 150 years to foul the Everglades, and we've only been working for 7 years to correct it. But we made a start. And what's exciting about the Everglades program is that people from Florida and all over the world identify with the Everglades and what we're trying to do. And the press and the media in Florida is very, very supportive of what we're trying to do. Because what we find in Florida is that the media and the press are progressive people that understand problems. And that's been very beneficial to us. And I think that as you continue your efforts to save the Pantanal, just remember what I'm telling you. Look at the entire ecological system. Don't go in and try to treat a symptom of the problem. Go in and find the source of the problem. And you can't do it all. I mean, you're not going to be able to tell the miners that they can't mine their land, but you might be able to encourage them to control their runoff. And you can't tell a farmer not to farm his land. You can't tell a landowner that he can't use his land. But if they understand the value of saving and protecting the system, then you'll find a lot of cooperation. Another very important point. You need to develop a succinct and identifiable program. And you might want to call it Save the Pantanal. We call it Save the Everglades. And you need to develop goals and objectives. Things that you can do to materially make it better. And you need to hold yourself accountable. You need the head of the president of Brazil and the governor of the Mato Grosso to embrace this program to save the Pantanal. And you need a project manager very close to the person in power that can cause government to act and react when they have to react. And you need to hold yourself accountable. In the Everglades, for the Everglades, every 3 months, I do a report. We began the Everglades program with an issue paper, and we described the Everglades and what the problems were. And we published this. And then every 3 months, I do a status report. And the status report describes what we did for the last 3 months and what we're going to do for the next 3 months. And we do an annual report. And we met, the governor and I met early on in 1983 with all the national environmental organizations in Florida and all the Florida environmental organizations. And we said, will you join together to help us? Because it's going to take us all to resolve this problem. And they said yes. And now we have the help of the national conservation organizations. I want to give you an opportunity to ask some questions. I can only say from experience that you have a hard row to hoe to save the Pantanal. It's a very difficult task. And you won't do it overnight, but you'll have to dedicate yourself to it, or it will not happen. And the Pantanal might go the way of the Everglades before we began to correct it. And remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. I'd be glad to answer any questions. I'm very happy and I'm